So I did say that he was going to lose. It wasn't competitive at all. Um, it was one of those games where it was there. You know, low scoring game. You know, like you knew the Chiefs was going to take control of the game. Um, Now the Chiefs the Chiefs defense was actually the star of the show tonight. You know, obviously, you know their offense wasn't at full strength. They didn't have their best two receivers. One is hurt and the other one is serving suspension. Um, but Patrick Mahomes still found a way, and he hadn't gotten sacked, no interceptions. Um, but he found a way to win. Um, Now, what Giants fans don't get is that they're going to be here next Sunday. As always, you know, nothing is going to go, you know, south. You know, I don't think blaming, I don't think blaming anybody is going to solve any issues. Um, you know, they just got to play better, you know. Um, like, you know, you, like, Rod I mean, Wanda Robinson and Mythic Neighbors cannot go the whole entire game without their catches, you know. The defense did what they could, but, you know, it was like, you know, bend but don't break. You can only do so much. Um, so, you know, you just move on, you know. At the end of the day, like I said, there's still a lot of football left to be played. We have early bye. Um, so, you know, this is a game that we could have won, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know, we had opportunities, and again, we just resorted back to what we were doing week one. You know, and we, you know, somehow scored 37 points week two, and then we faltered back week three. So now maybe we'll open up our offense now that we're facing another 0-3 team, but this team is tanking, so I don't think it's going to matter because everybody in the grandmama knows that the Saints are tanking. Um, so, oh no, Brian Dable might say we're gonna make a change at quarterback, and Jackson Dart is going to start against the Saints week four. Um, or he might probably stick Russell Wilson in there for a few more games. Because I know he's not going to put that. I know he's not going to put darts against the Eagles or Broncos. The Eagles twice and then the Broncos. So he's probably going to put him in the Saints game, see what he can do. I said that he was going to play week 17 and 18 against the Raiders and then against the Cowboys to close out the season. But he did come into this game, but it was just basically handoffs. It wasn't really, he did rush, but it wasn't for much, and then the rest was just completely handoffs. Kind of like what the Jets did with Tim Tebow. If you really think about it, if Tim Tebow had all his success in college and he comes here and he's just, and he goes to Denver. He comes to New York, plays like shit, goes to Denver. Obviously, you have to beat out, the other quarterback did that, took his job, won a playoff game, and yeah, so I don't think Giants are utilizing Dart as Tim Tebow. It's just one of those nights, the Giants were 1-8 last year. Cannot get off to the same start. And I said this before the season started. We were at gone to have a better home game. Because we owe it to the fans. So, it is what it is, man. We just move on. I have no time to rant. There's a lot of games left to be played. We just gotta find something that sticks, or just try to be competitive. Whether or not you win or lose, just be competitive. So that's all I got. And the reason why I'm able to keep calm and not panic is because my Knicks have suffered 3 years. I actually learned from my Knicks failures over the years. Phil Jackson, Isaiah Thomas, just bad contracts after bad contracts. Derek Fisher. So obviously this actually helped me to, stay calm and, just don't panic and, just, learn from it, because every game is not going to go your way, and, again, we had opportunities, or they had opportunities they didn't take advantage of. It's almost like the Chiefs were trying to lose this game, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, you just, get better, try to see what you can improve on, and go to the next team. Have a quick slate. Because the one thing you don't want to do is linger into each game. Like, how many points are we gonna, especially the Giants are traveling into the Dome, which the Saints are actually pretty good at home. They're just not good on the road. They play because they play in the Dome. So, if this is at MetLife Stadium, we have a chance to bounce back and show what we can do. But if it's on the road, we just got to prepare, or they got to prepare the best they can and go out there and, play complimentary football. So, we'll see. Like, comment, subscribe.